with Britt, and we are back for Transformation 365. Today I am here at home with Tyra. I asked her husband Cedric to join us today, and I have my life coach, Dr. Square, here also to join me with this. So the reason I asked to come into her home today, a lot of times I'm just with her for 1 hour. So her home base and her home support is key in this journey. Anything from how she feels to what she's eating to how she's feeling, it's going to come from her support system. Her husband, I'm sure, is her best friend, and she's going to tell him things she's not going to tell me. And I just want it to be him to be on board, we all have an understanding together. And if there are things that maybe I cannot help out with, Dr. Square is here to also help with this transition. So I do want to ask you, Cedric, how did you feel when she first entered for the challenge and then she got picked?
I thought it was great. She brought it to me, to ask me about it, and we had been going back and forth about a lot of different ideas we was having. And when she brought it to me, I said, yeah. I said, go for it, And the day she was picked, it was weird. She comes back and she's like, guess what? And I'm like, what? She's like, I got picked. I'm like, you got picked? No way, you didn't get picked. And she was like, yeah, really, I got picked. She really picked me. And she's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. And I'm like, you're gonna have to work out.
Right. It's for real.
Yeah. It just got real quick. So just very excited for, looking forward to the journey.
Okay. And she said, I know you say you've tried in the past.
Yeah.
Like a few times to, lose the weight. Like what were some of the obstacles? I would say, like why would you stop?
Because for one, I didn't have no support system, and for two, I didn't really have any direction. It just would be a random spurt that, okay, I'm gonna lose weight, and so I would eat right and then still not work out, or I would work out and still not eat right. So within these 10 days now, I've discovered that they both play hand in hand. It's like you can't do one. Well, I mean, you can kind of do it, but it won't go far. It'll just be temporal.
Right.
So,
Right. It'll go very slow.
Yeah.
So she did tell me that you are the cook in the house.
Yeah.
So don't just give me the real. So before this project, like what was y'all like daily routine, like eating wise?
A lot of sauteing.
Okay.
We tried our best to kind of steer away from fried foods. They're just so good. So this was definitely a lifestyle change for us. But just
Pasta.
a lot of pasta, a lot of rice, not brown pasta or brown rice. Just
Fast food.
Yeah.
We
Always on the go. Yeah. True enough.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a mixture, a little bit of everything.
Junk food.
Okay.
Like
gotta have
date
snacky
night,
cakes.
It gotta be like lots of junk food.
Gotta have.
I mean, I don't know.
So my question, now since both of you are going to be involved in this journey, what are you using as a supplement or in place of some of the foods you used to eat emotionally? Because I know some people think it's just food or just physical, but if you're so used to doing something for so long, what are you guys doing to make sure that when you get these cravings or these desires, you can kind of move past it and think another thought?
Honestly, right now I'm on a high, so we haven't even had. If we had those moments, it wasn't like a constant depression or a constant like we gotta fulfill these moments. Like lately, like if I go to the gym, he goes to the gym. So by him being on board with me, it's like it helps me stay on track. Because usually I'd expect him to buy like a regular bag of chips. Like I hope that he buys them so I can like get 3 out of his bag and say I only had like a few. But lately he's been buying healthy snacks, and it's been making me kind of like yeah, but it's been helping. It's been helping so far. So far we haven't experienced that particular moment thus far, but I'm sure it's gonna arise.
So if the moment comes,
Yeah.
I would like for you to, before it even starts, to start doing things together that can be fun.
Okay.
So if you start wanting cookies or ice cream or whatever, start doing like game nights.
Okay.
And stuff that you wouldn't do normally before, because if you are normally a TV watcher and you're a couple that watch TV but you eat snacks while you watch TV, then start to think of other things that you could do together where you're not normally eating snacks
Okay.
or foods that would normally not be a part of this transformation. So like a game night, or start looking for your favorite book if you're a book reader, or finding new places that you can go hang out and listen to music. Having friends over, I know that was a big thing for you, like opening up again. So think of somebody that is still fun for both of you to be around and invite them over, so you can start to not only transform what you're eating and the physical workouts, but what you're doing and what you're thinking.
Okay.
And so start to kind of input those now, so if the moment ever comes, you already have something that you're used to doing.
Yeah, so you play a major part as our accountability partner. So I know as she changed her foods, you got to kind of slack off some of those foods you're eating
I
too.
will, yeah.
And I always ask, if you eat a cheat meal, just don't eat it in front of her, because because I don't want her to have those cravings, or she gonna want to pick because I eat off my man's plate too. So it gets to the point where you know what she's already kind of dealing with, just kind of keeping that in mind when you make your own decisions. But as she goes through the transformation, it's going to also affect you as well, hopefully in a positive way. So I just want to make sure you're on board with this, and she's going to need you, So, and I had people always ask me, like, why I chose her for this transformation out of all the submissions that I received. And it stuck out to me that we're only a year apart in age, and she said she wanted to be a mother. So, my greatest joy in life, an accomplishment, like, is having my son. He's 2 years old. So I feel like if her weight is the issue of not having a child, like, and I can fix that, like, that would be my greatest accomplishment. Is to help you bear mom. So, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Get this stuff together.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, kids are a joy, and I would love for y'all to experience that as a married couple. Have y'all talked about that in the past, like wanting children?
Yeah. So we have moments where we want to try, but then we have moments where I don't want to try because, like I explained to my life coach yesterday when we talked briefly, a couple of years ago he had a dream that I passed away giving birth, and of course I was overweight. So he'll always encourage me to even try to have kids, but they still have a hesitation in me because I don't want to be overweight, which I know people pass away all the time, whatever their weight are, but the doctor kept expressing that because of my weight was an issue, then at least if I eliminate that, then they won't come at me with, oh, is your weight? Now we can figure out what else it is.
Right.
Because another issue I was having, I would go get ultrasound, CT scans, and they come back inconclusive because, of course, I'm overweight in the areas that they need to examine. I have fatty tissues in those areas.
Okay.
So they can't really determine if it's working, if it's not working, or what's going on.
Okay.
So, but yeah, we've talked about it. He knows it's a sensitive area for me because I experienced a miscarriage in my last relationship.
Okay.
And it's just tough still being neutral to my last relationship because they now has 3 kids.
Okay.
So now it makes me feel like, well, it had to be me because you have 3 kids now and I don't have any. So
let's focus on timing. I'm gonna cut you off on purpose because if we focus on things that we cannot control, we don't know for sure what that is. It could be something as simple as timing.
Yeah.
Because we cannot determine our exact position or exactly who we're going to, like, we think we have so much control in life when really it's a series of decisions that we have control over, and a lot of times the universe supports us in a way that we're not even aware of. And so this is your timing, this is your moment to figure out things and be your best self, and that's all you can control right now. You can't compare yourself, because that may not be the relationship that you were meant to have a child in. Or it may be more important for you to figure out yourself and for you to come together and build a stronger foundation and a partnership before moving on to a different journey. So, you know, erasing all the comparison, because I'm sure Brittany and I can compare ourselves with this one,
Right.
got this woman and this one. I mean,
And miscarriage is so frequent with women, no matter what the size
Right.
is, anything. So, you know, I always say, Lord, the Lord don't make no mistakes.
right.
You know, so it is meant for you to get yourself together so
Yeah.
that you can give your husband a child.
Yeah.
You know, that wasn't meant for you. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and it took me a long time, because it's just like, I love kids, like I explained to my life coach yesterday. I have 7 godchildren. I don't want any more, but I have 7 because I really love kids. Like, I used to babysit growing up. Like, it just was a thing for me, and it took me a long time to, even now, to figure out why not me when I
Right.
have that desire and passion to want kids. But she did explain to me on yesterday that I don't feel deserving of it, and I never realized that I didn't feel deserving of even having kids. And I have doubts that I may not want kids, because I even tell him, if I ever lose this weight, because I always was like, I'm going to get the surgery. If I ever lose this weight, I don't know if I'm going to want kids, because now I'm going to finally have the body.
You feel yourself, right?
I'm going to have the body I always
Right.
wanted. So now I'm about to readjust, and I'm like,
No shoulder now.
Right.
Well, I can tell you, and nothing. I mean, I love kids and godchildren as well, but it's just like it's nothing like your own.
Yeah.
So, trust me. And if you gain weight from the pregnancy, you can always lose it.
Yeah.
You know, that's temporary weight. So
yeah.
that's fine. So
Well, I have a question. So what do you need from us as far as support? Because I know we're spending so much time with Tyra. And I mean, even though I know you love her, or I believe you love her, we haven't had a conversation. You know, sometimes, you know, you're going through this too, and you're going to be here too. So what is it that you need as far as support, or what do you think you might need from us during this journey as well?
Honestly, at this present moment, I'm pretty much okay.
Okay.
The idea of it was to really, you know, sway it away from the direction that it was in. So, the idea was to get her away from the surgery idea. That was something very huge for me. She would watch my 600-pound life on TV.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell. So-
Look at tell me.
She would watch
Oh,
it.
right.
And I'm going, why are we watching this again?
Right.
You know, and she's going, you know, hey, you know, I'm gonna go and get the surgery, you know, and I'm like, no, I don't want you to have to, you know, go through that process. I've never been a fan of surgeries. I've always been a fan of, you know, hard work. I believe that there's another process. You just have to work yourself backwards. That's the way I feel about it. So, as of right now, I'm pretty much okay. You know, you guys are doing a great job with her. You know, kind of walking her through the process and letting her know that it's more than just working out.
Right.
You know, there's a psychological side to it, and you know, you have to bring it all together in order for it to really work. So, as long as you guys keep doing what you're doing, I'm okay. You know,
Okay.
she talks about you a lot, brings you home a lot. She's like, yeah, Britt had me doing this today, doing that today, my arms, my shoulders, and I'm just like, yep.
Good.
Yep, that's a good sign. You know, it's a good sign. And you know, based off of the conversation that you guys had yesterday, it was great. She talked, you know, a little bit about it, and I'm excited for it.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Well, keep us posted.
Yes.
So, I mean, you need anything.
Yeah.
Teamwork make the dream work.
Yeah.
So everybody on board.
Right.
That's good. That's good.
You too, and you have my information. So I guess we'll talk about that off camera. But yeah, Yeah, that's all I had, and make sure you let us know if you need anything as well, because both of you need to be strong during this time, and it's not more about one person than the other because you are a unit. You're married, and so I want to make sure that we continue to make sure you have the support that you need too, so you can be supportive to Tyra, and the same for you. And you know, be honest with us and keep us posted.
Absolutely.
It's beautiful now. It's exciting now. That may change. It may not.
Right.
If it does, let us know so we can help you. And you know,
A lot can happen in a year.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, it could be negative, positive, whatever. But we gotta just keep going. That's all. All right. So that is the wrap. Thank you for welcoming me into your home today. I'm glad to be on board with this to help you through this journey. Again, like I say, this will not be easy. 365 days is a long time. But Mr. Cedric is on board.
Yes.
Dr. Square is on board, and we are going to push through this and make this happen. This will happen. I speak this into existence. This will happen. Okay? So that's the update for Transformation 365, and you guys stay tuned. So we're in Rouse's grocery store. Even though she is having meal prep provided by Chef SD, I want to show her some things that she can eat on her own as far as snack options and breakfast foods, just so she can know when she doesn't have meal prep, the proper eating and the right things to get. All right, so just follow us on our little grocery store run, and we want to get a few things, okay? All right. So this concludes our grocery trip. I just wanted her to get a few things for her household that are healthy, and she don't have to go on the go and look for things. So this is just a start. It's not 100% just lean diet foods. I want her to get used to a healthy lifestyle first, and then we convert to different foods. So this is just the beginning, and we're gonna be starting back on our workouts tomorrow. So that's it for today.